Now, protesters and residents seeking to stop the HS2 high-speed rail link from London to Birmingham are at the High Court today for the first of a series of legal challenges. Well, we can hear from Martin Tett, the leader of Buckinghamshire County Council and the head of 51M, an alliance of councils that are opposing this rail link. Martin Tett, thank you for joining us. Perhaps you can explain to us how this high-speed rail link is going to affect the people in your community.
Hi there, Sarah Jane. Basically, the government wants to spend about £34 billion growing on a railway line between London up through Birmingham and then up to Manchester and Leeds. We argue that actually this isn't necessary. It has an appallingly bad business case. It ploughs through one of the widest and least spoilt parts of a national area of outstanding natural beauty, but it also devastates communities around Euston in particular, and we think there are far cheaper, far better alternatives that could be rolled out more quickly.
Well, there has been a consultation period for the government to get to this stage of building it. What was it lacking, in your opinion?
Well, two of the arguments being put forward this morning are absolutely fundamental on the consultation. Firstly, that the consultation is fundamentally flawed because they've actually consulted on the entire route's principle. That's all the way from London to Manchester and Leeds. Yet actually, unless you lived between London and Birmingham, you didn't know the consultation was even taking place. So there are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people north of Birmingham whose lives, whose homes, whose businesses are going to be blighted potentially for decades, who knew absolutely nothing about this consultation. And that cannot be fair.
Well, the government is saying that they're going to offer compensation because one of the big issues is that homeowners' houses are going to be affected, the price of their houses. They've promised those people the full value of their houses plus up to £47,000 in cash. That's more than the legal minimum. So is that not appeasing residents?
No, I mean, there's a whole series of issues here. As local councils, our biggest concern is with value for money. When you look at what the government asks us to do, we have to have evidence-based, we have to have good value for money propositions. What we've actually discovered when you look at the business case for this, particularly between London and Birmingham, is that for every pound of taxpayers' money invested, and the autumn statement is going to show just how hard-pressed the country is, the government is only going to get back something like 40 pence. Now, we think that's a terrible, terrible waste of government money, public money, taxpayers' money, when there are far better alternatives. Our alternative that we put forward would have given £6 for every pound invested, and that is far better value.
And how hopeful are you about this court action? Are you digging in for what could be years of legal action taking place?
Well, I think when it comes to the law, nobody knows the answer until the judge gives his verdict. We thought the case was well presented this morning, both in terms of the consultation north of Birmingham and also the failure to adequately consult on our alternative that we put forward. There are also more grounds to be given this afternoon and tomorrow. And, yeah, we remain cautiously optimistic on this.
OK, Martin Tett, leader of Buckinghamshire County Council and the head of the 51M Group. Thank you for joining us here on Bolt & Co.
Thanks a lot, Sarah Jane. Bye there.